What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out the German air defense system by Rheinmetall. Rheinmetall? I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. It seems like a German name. This is by a YouTube channel called The Shell. I will leave a link down below to the OG video. They've got 20,000 subscribers. Let's get them to 30,000. Link down below. Go over there, give it some love, give them a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Someone sent me this and said, hey, I know, they said, Luke, I know you really like advancements in military technology. You should check this out. It's absolutely insane. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to check this out and see what this air defense system is all about. I personally believe that the next kind of iteration in air defense system really has to specialize in drones, because that's the big thing we're seeing right now in Ukraine and all this other stuff. This seems like the biggest threat to military bases now is drones. So this is going to be super interesting. Excited to break this down. Link down below to the original video. Before we get started though, as always, the channel sponsor, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. You can get free customization. You get a free bag, 10% off. Handmade here in the UK by a small business. They are selling like crazy. And people are DMing me being like, sending me pictures and stuff, drinking out the Chug. Genuinely really good. Check it out. Also, you know I'm going to talk about it. I've been drinking it. My new business, Morale. I've been working on this drink now for over 2 years. Over a year, nearly 2 years now, actually. And I've put everything into this. I have put literally everything. Every penny I've got, every minute of spare I've got, I've been working on this. And it means the world to me. The drinks came in, not yesterday, the day before, 2 days ago. And those of you who backed the Kickstarter, I'll be packaging your stuff up this weekend to get it sent out. It won't get sent out this weekend. I'm going to be packaging it all up. And then throughout of next week, I'll be getting it sent out. And then to the general public, if you want to get yourself some morale or get yourself some clothing, we are going live to the general public on the 27th of September, which after nearly 2 years of hard work is just, it's insane to say out loud. For those of you who don't know, basically I've made this drink, right? We designed this drink. We've done the recipe. It's privately owned. The recipe is copyrighted. It is phenomenal. Wild berry flavor. It's got lion's mane, cordyceps, caffeine, L-theanine, beta-glucans. It's a really healthy, energizing drink utilizing functional mushrooms. The idea is to use something that's ingrained in us to be social, a drink, to raise awareness and raise money for the outdoors, so that we can use some of the money from Morale to sponsor outdoor activities like getting kids to forest schools and learning about the names of trees and bushcraft and survival and learning how to identify fungi, things that people seem to have lost through time with the advancement of technology. And we want to get back to our roots with a mushroom-based drink and a nature-based community. If that's something that you sound interested in, we're launching next weekend. Check out the Instagram, check out the website, go over there, give it a follow. Super important that you do that. Anyway, we've been waffling on. Let's check this out. Apparently, it's insane, this thing.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
Well, whatever it is, it's violating airspace.
Wait.
There are several ways to take down a drone.
Drones. I called it. Drones, didn't I? I called it.
You can use these weapons that emit an electromagnetic noise, jamming the radio signal between the drone and the satellite, cutting off communication. They're cheap, but they don't work against autonomous drones. And most importantly, they look like a toy gun. You could also fire a...
They do look like a Nerf gun, don't they? Which reminds me, it's my kid's birthday in a couple of weeks. Both my kids. And they want Nerf guns. They want the biggest Nerf guns. I don't know. Do you know what, right? I have tried to raise my kids. We're going on a tangent here. I tried to raise my kids without kind of like military and guns and all this other stuff. Because they're what? They're turning 5 and 7. They just don't need to know that stuff right now. I'm sure they will at some point. But my son, my 6-year-old boy who's turning 7, it must be in his blood. I guess he is, because his dad was a Royal Marine. His granddad was in the Navy during the Falklands War. His great-granddad was a desert rat during World War II. So, like, it is ingrained in his blood. But he just loves guns. He loves guns. He got a piece of wood the other day. He's like, Dad, I've got a sniper. 6-year-old? Does he know what a sniper is? I don't know where he gets it from. I really don't.
$100,000 missile like the Iris-T. or even a $4 million Patriot. They get the job done and are pretty awesome, but if you rely only on missiles to defend against drones that cost between $1,000 and $10,000, you'll go broke real fast.
Yeah,
But don't
true.
worry, you came here to buy an air defense system, and that's what you'll get.
Holy shit! How was it able to shoot that quick?
And that's what you'll get.
Wow.
I present to you the Rheinmetall air defense system with a remotely controlled Oerlikon Mark III revolver. It can fire 1,000 rounds of 35mm per minute in bursts of
1,000 rounds per minute? Of 35mm per minute in bursts? What the fuck?
36 rounds, and it has an effective range of 2.5 miles. In this video, it's mounted on a stationary air defense system.
Wow.
And here's the latest version, the Skynex. It has a radar unit, a control unit, and a typical configuration of up to 4 cannons
Oh my god, do you see the speed of that thing? Lock on?
around the perimeter. And this is the mobile version, mounted on a truck, the Sky
These trucks, by the way, these German trucks are what I drove in the Royal Marines for a little bit.
Ranger. And this one is a hybrid of the Sky Ranger with the
What?
Leopard 1 chassis, the successor to the iconic Gepard 1A2. Looks straight out of a video game.
Oh my
And
god, that thing looking at you is haunting, isn't it? Okay, so it's gotta be good against drone warfare,
How
right?
does it manage to hit the drones? They're so small and fast, and
Yeah.
they can come in swarms. It starts with target identification, done by radars and other sensors,
I swear, technology is getting so quick. Also, the presentation of this video, shout out.
like infrared cameras, regular cameras, and laser rangefinders. The computer then automatically tracks the target, waiting until the operator at the control center gives the firing command.
Whoa.
And that's where the game changer comes in,
I humbly present the crown jewel.
the programmable ahead ammunition.
Good
At
god.
the tip of the barrel, there are 2 presence sensors. By measuring how long the projectile takes to pass between them, the system can determine its speed.
How does it even... I can't even comprehend. This is magic. This is sorcery and magic and wizardry. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's come straight from fucking Hogwarts, this thing. How have they done this? 2 sensors? Look how close the sensors are together.
This information is sent to a computer, which also receives data from the radars and the laser rangefinder sensor to estimate the target's distance. The computer then calculates the projectile's flight time until the explosive must be triggered. This data is then sent to an electromagnetic coil at
Wait, it's an explosive round? Is that what he's saying?
the tip of the barrel, which programs the projectile with the exact flight time until detonation, down to the millisecond. All of
Holy
this happens while
shit.
the projectile is
At that speed, it's doing that. It's making them calculations with every single one of them rounds at that speed. That is insane. I've never seen anything like it at that speed. Now, granted, we've seen weapons shoot that quick before. I've not seen a weapon that shoots a round that's this big that quick before. You only usually see it with a minigun or something like that. But for it to shoot that quick and also retrieve the data that quick and then also have it so it knows when it's going to hit the target and detonate that quick, that's insane.
with the exact flight time until detonation, down to the millisecond. All of this happens while the projectile is leaving the barrel at 1,400 meters per second, faster than a tape measure snapping back. At the end of the programmed flight time, about 30 to 100 feet from the target, an electric circuit with a coil triggers a small charge. This explosion ejects 152 tungsten cylinders.
What?
These sub-projectiles with high kinetic energy spread out
Oh my god. So that's how they get in the drones then. It's basically a shotgun, isn't it? It's basically like a buckshot. Sorry, a shotgun. Where it's just spreading out, but it's doing it when it gets there. So it's able to travel incredibly quick, keeping everything together. And then when it reaches the target, it detonates and then spreads out. I wonder how much one of these costs, though. A single one of these. And it's shooting how many of them?
in a cone shape, like a shotgun blast. Now imagine the cannon firing 1,000 of these per minute. The
Oh
result
my
is a
God.
deadly cloud. In this exercise with the Sky Ranger, rounds loaded with 675 tungsten cylinders were used, firing an 18-round burst. The drones were
18-round burst? That was 18 rounds. What the fuck?
about half a mile away, and most of them were destroyed within the first 6 rounds. Not even a swarm of small drones can get through this cloud. The blast radius might not be as big as a missile's, but with 1,000 well-aimed rounds per minute, that should more than make up for it. It's not about size, it's how you use it. Which brings us to one of its biggest...
Great presentation. This is insane. Think about the advancements in technology we've had over the past, like, 5 years. We've got that military drone company in the US that's just absolutely dominating with that CEO who's kind of cool. We did a video, what is it called? Arundel or something like that? They're making some insane drones. Just the technology seems... We had a big, obviously, like, boost in technology after World War II. Or during World War I and II, there was a massive increase in technology, right? But it seems like over the past, like, 5 years, it's just been exponential growth of technology. The drones have just got insane. The tactics have had to be adapted because of Ukraine. And it just seems we're getting to a point now where nothing can ever hide from anything. I mean, how do you defend against... If that was against you, how do you defend against that? There's no way you defend against that. You're just going to get sprayed with these things. You can't even hide from it. Not with that many rounds. It's getting... These weapons are just... They're getting terrifying, aren't they?
Selling points. Cost effectiveness. An IRIS-T missile costs between 300,000 and 500,000 euros, while taking down a target with a head ammunition costs around 4,000 euros, 100 times cheaper, though obviously it has only a tenth of the range of the IRIS-T, and a more limited...
Yeah, but that price, especially like I said, drone warfare right now is a hot commodity. It's a hot commodity. This against drone warfare... Stuff like this is going to be the answer to it. It really is. Like these drone tactics that are happening out of nowhere are really shaping the battlefield. It's like we're seeing it in real time in Ukraine, aren't we? And so seeing stuff like this at such a low bar to entry price, it wouldn't surprise me if these start getting sold to this. It's a German air defense system. But it wouldn't surprise me if the US have a couple of these soon. Maybe a couple get used in Ukraine. Maybe Britain has a couple. If they're that cheap and they're that effective.
Damage capacity. That's the economics of war. You've got to pick the best cost-benefit option for each scenario.
Yeah.
And a full Skynex system costs $90.5 million. Ukraine has received at least 2 of these from the German government.
So that Ukraine already have them. Holy shit.
Besides being great against swarms of small, cheap drones, it can also take down fighter jets, cruise missiles, air-to-surface missiles,
Makes sense.
artillery, and mortars from up to 2.5 miles away. And this device at the tip of the barrel, which reads and programs the ahead rounds, can be added to any compatible automatic cannon.
Enlarger pump. That's not mine.
Like this trailer with dual 35mm cannons from the old Skyguard system.
Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
That's insane. Very, very impressive, that weapon by Rheinmetall. I kind of want to Google that company and see if we can just learn a little bit more about them. Let me pull this up real quick. So this is the company by the looks of it. I mean, this is the website, you could say. Looks like they do a bit of all sorts, doesn't it? And it looks like such a generic website. It looks so generic. Did they take Klarna? I'll get myself one. Systems. What would it be? Land. Air defense. I might buy myself one. I'll use Klarna and pay later. There it is. What a great video. Shout out to, what was the channel called? The Shell? I've never seen this channel before. I'm going to go over to their
Russian nuclear...
going to go over to their YouTube channel right now. It looks like they've got some really good videos. I will leave a link down below to the OG video, the OG channel. Make sure you go over there, give it some love, guys, okay? yeah, great video. Thank you to whoever it was who sent me that over on Discord. Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. And then also, if you want to be part of the movement, go ahead, scan the QR codes, and I'll be over on Instagram. And we'll go live next weekend. Until then, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.